Hello, is this you?
Yes, hello, is this Susan? Or Shaun and Todd? Somebody just mentioned something about Susan, and I got that in my head.
I can be Susan.
If you'd like.
Listen, will you stop wearing those clothes?
How can
Todd,
you see?
you've got to get over that. That's all right when you're a little kid. Dress up, playing dress up. But, hey, listen, a 23-year-old man,
I know.
wearing a boa, it's a little scary.
You know, Ed, I have to see this every single morning.
Ed
Shaun
McMahon.
and Todd.
That's right.
In Dayton.
Yeah.
Great.
Ed, I've got to tell you, this is such a thrill for me. Let me just explain this real quickly. Last week we had the opportunity to interview Isaac Hayes.
Yes.
Now Shaun is from England. Shaun was really into that the early 70s funkadelic,
Right.
You know, that kind of music.
Yep.
I never got into that. Okay.
Right.
So it was a big treat for him.
That's right.
To talk to Isaac Hayes.
Right.
Today, I have to tell you, this is such a thrill for me because I'm sure you hear this all the time, and I'm going to embarrass you here, but I used to sneak downstairs when my mom and dad were watching The Tonight Show with you and Johnny Carson,
Right.
and just sit on the stairs until they heard me giggling.
That's right.
And then I was chased back upstairs, and I kid you not, I mean, your show, that's what inspired me to get into entertainment and radio.
Really?
All right,
Yeah.
Todd.
I loved it.
That's wonderful.
I loved it. I love it.
Yeah,
and
I'm so thrilled to hear you say that. I'm sad about Shaun not giving a damn about me, but I'm so happy that you like me.
well,
But
the thing that just always amazed me about you, Ed, was that both you and Johnny, incredible talents. The thing with you that I just loved, though, was that he was always doing the bit parts, the bit roles, the little characters, and so forth. But you were always yourself, and that's what you were, just a great personality.
Well, thank you.
I don't know if I don't mean to be gushing all over you here, but it was like,
go ahead and gush.
Well, there's Ed, and he's doing his thing, and you were being Ed, and you were great.
Yeah, well, you know what I like?
thing.
It was a great balance because Johnny could do anything. He could do Ronald Reagan when he was president.
Right.
He could do Jimmy Carter when he was president. He could be Aunt Blabby. He could be Carl Sagan. He
Karnak.
Could do Karnak.
Yeah.
If I played straight, he had somebody to really bounce off of, and that's why that worked so well.
Now, let me ask you about one guest I always remember, and for some reason, I was trying to think of her name earlier, but she was this, I think she was Spanish. She would come out, cha-cha, whatever.
Oh, that was Charo.
Yeah, that's
Charo.
Whatever.
We use her on the telethon all the time, sure.
I haven't seen Charo.
Listen, she could make, I'm trying to think of what she could turn. She could make a quiet religious ceremony turn into a festival because her enthusiasm. She'd come out, whatever it was, and she'd get things rolling. Sure, she was a great guest. Charo.
And she always dressed very scantily.
Yes,
that's the thing I remember being 12.
There was an awful lot of Charo, and she let you know that there was an awful lot of Charo.
See a lot of Charo.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's a thing in my book. I got a great thing in my book. I do a chapter that begins this way. We talk about Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy came out.
Oh, he was great on The Tonight Show.
Eddie Murphy was wonderful. He and Johnny had a great interview. And you know the system. Then he moved onto the couch for the next guest.
Sure.
The deal was when I got to the end of the couch, the show was over.
Right.
That's how we know the show was complete when I got to the end. Anyway, Eddie's in the second seat, and out comes this gorgeous young starlet.
Right.
Now, speaking of Charo, she made Charo look like a Boy Scout. She came out very amply endowed.
Right.
And of course, the audience noticed that. Eddie Murphy noticed that. I noticed that. Johnny noticed that. And she noticed that we noticed that. So this is how the chapter begins. She says, I know what you're thinking. When you see a girl come out and she's got a nice figure, you think, well, that'll open up a lot of doors.
Right.
But once the door opens and you get inside, you have to really have some talent. Because if you don't have any talent, there are an awful lot of other girls waiting outside that door, waiting to come in, that look just like me.
And
there's
Eddie
a pause, and Eddie Murphy says, "Where is that door?"
Wow. Yeah, those those are great stories. Great stories. Tell us about what you're going to be doing at Times Square. I know it's with.
It's a big deal. We're going to listen. You know how they say, getting to Broadway.
Right.
You know that whole idea in all of theatrics, all of drama. The thing was to play Broadway, to get to Broadway.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to be on Broadway. I'm going to be on a marquee on Broadway billboard we're going to unveil. I'm going to unveil it myself. They got me in one of those cherry pickers.
Okay.
I'm afraid of heights. You know, I'm an old Marine fighter pilot, landed on carriers. In fact, I used to teach carrier landings. But getting me in like a little basket up high, I don't like that.
Right.
I don't like to be on a ladder. You know, fixing the roof, I can't handle that. But anyway, I agreed to do this. I'm going to be in this, whatever the hell it is, this lift. It's going to take me up to unveil this thing. And then we're going to kick off a lot of commercials that are going to put the fun back in the sweepstakes. We're going to get back to what we had of old, you know, the fun and games of it. It's all about hopes and dreams that you might win $11 million. Then on January 31st, that's when that number will be selected, or that group of numbers. And by the way, Shaun.
Yes, sir.
Do you still hold a British passport?
Yes, I do.
Are you an American citizen and a British citizen?
No, I'm a resident alien.
A resident, all right, you're eligible.
Yes, sir.
Because I saw your name, Shaun, and
Did
you
you?
spell it with the S-H, that the old-fashioned way.
How do you know that?
S-H-A-W-N?
No, A-U-N.
A-U-N, right, Shaun, all right. I saw your name on a little ping pong ball. You could be right.
Wow.
You may have already won $11 million, Shaun.
Do I have to order any magazines?
No, you don't have to buy magazines.
Okay.
That's part, you just enter.
Okay.
The last guy that won had never entered a contest, never bought a magazine.
Wow.
And he won $11 million.
Well, I'm going to enter then.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
Tell us about Dick Clark. Now, I believe, and I mean this, I believe that Dick Clark a long time ago made a deal with the devil.
Well, let me tell you what happened, and Shaun will know this. Being from Britain, you will know this. Shaun,
Yes, sir.
I have seen the picture. You remember Dorian Gray? I have seen the picture over the fireplace. Let me tell you something. Any child under 11 should have his eyes shielded when he sees that picture of Dick Clark. It is not a pretty sight. He did make a deal with the devil.
I know he did.
But I've seen the picture. If you remember Dorian Gray, used to be in the closet. Dick has it over the fireplace.
Really?
It is not something young children should see.
How old is he now? 92, 3?
Well, he's older than I am. I'm 75 and a half. I think he's 89.
Really?
Wow.
But he looks like he's 14.
Yeah,
My
he does.
gosh.
Wow.
A lot of facelifts, I'm guessing.
No, he has not a face. No, that's the thing. Dick Clark got a great line, and this is the truth. People say, you know, he gets kid about this all the time. You know, how do you look so young? You know, the everlasting teenager. He said, you have to select your parents very carefully. And that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
It's about the genes. You know, nobody believes I'm 75 and a half.
Right.
They think I'm 60.
Right.
You know, he's just alive and vital, and he keeps working like I do, and I think that keeps you young.
We really appreciate you taking the time to talk to us.
Yes, sir.
It's been very exciting for us. Like I said, you're a big hero of mine.
Well, I appreciate that.
And the fact that I've got to finally get to interview you, I think is just is great.
Yeah.
Well, I'm very happy that you feel that way, and it's very complimentary, and I do appreciate it. Listen, guys, have happy holidays, okay?
Okay.
And Shaun, remember, January 31st, don't go anywhere.
Oh, I won't.
Okay. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.